During this video, I'm going to show you how you can upload your own student cohorts. So when you're uploading a student cohort, what you need is a list of student IDs like I have here. Now, this list should have no other information apart from the student IDs in a list format like we can see here. So if you have unnecessary information like I do, we need to remove it. So in my case, I need to remove these rows along the top and these columns to the right. So let me go ahead and get those removed. Perfect. And once we are left with just the student IDs, we can save this as a CSV file. Now, it's important to mention that when you open up these student IDs inside of Excel or Numbers or Google Sheets, they will remove all of the leading zeros inside of your student IDs. So if your student IDs start with a 0, we will need to add that back in just a moment. And as we can see here, this one here is one number short, which is the leading 0 that was automatically deleted. So we want to make sure that we add those zeros back in. And the way that we do it is we go ahead and we save this as a CSV file. Then once we have that CSV file saved, we then want to open up that CSV file inside of Text Edit or Notepad or something similar. So I've opened mine up in Text Edit. And again, we can see just one of my student IDs is short. And that's because it deleted the 0 from the front. So again, make sure that if any of your student IDs have that 0 in front, you come back in and add it. And once we have that added back, we can go ahead and save this. Once we have that saved, we can now head over here to Precision Campus. Now, let's pretend that I am a volleyball coach and those student IDs were my volleyball players. And I'm wanting to upload my own student cohort so that I can track their status inside of the classroom and make sure they are succeeding. So the first thing I have to do is actually upload my cohort. So to do that, we are going to click on the 3 lines at the top right. Then we are going to go to Manage Cohorts. From here, we need to give this a name and a description. So we'll go with volleyball players. These are my volleyball players. Then we need to browse to the file that we just saved. Now make sure that you are selecting the correct file, the one that we went back in and added the zeros. And once we have that selected, we're going to click on Upload. And just like that, we have our own cohort uploaded. Next, we're going to head over here to our fact book. Then we are going to go to Outcomes. And in my case, I'm going to go with Success Rates. Then on the left-hand side, for the filter, I'm going to go with Course Success. And once I have Course Success selected, I now want to filter this down to just my volleyball students. So we will see a new option that says My Student Cohorts. We can click that little drop-down arrow, and we can see all of the cohorts that we have uploaded. In my case, I'm going to select my volleyball players. And just like that, I can now track the success rate from my volleyball players. And that there is just one example of many that you can use when uploading your own custom cohorts.